right. I'm tempted to just ask for your aye vote, but I do have witnesses here, and I would...
no, we will acknowledge your witnesses.
Thank you, thank you. Again, this is a measure that is taking it to the streets. The whole issue of family planning has become such a sad political football. 850,000 Californians will lose their access to reproductive health care if this football is kicked through the goalposts, as is designed, sadly, by those who are using women's health as an ideological play. And this is a measure therefore, that literally is taking it to the streets. We are bringing forward a measure that will provide a license plate that says California trusts women. It will provide that funds that are accumulated will be used to California's family planning program in order to assist in filling part of this financial need for reproductive health care for women and men of childbearing years. The revenue generated, again, will go to Family Pact. And this is the Family Planning, Access, Care, and Treatment Program. See, I couldn't remember what the acronym was for. But it does provide comprehensive family planning services to 1.1 million eligible women and men throughout a network of 2,200 providers. And this, again, is voluntary. You don't want one, you don't have to have one. The costs of this are being sort of, if you will, front-loaded by the sponsors of the bill. We already have 5,000 people who have signed up for this license plate. It's a statement people want to make so that we can protect reproductive health care in California. I believe we have been working closely with the California Highway Patrol on this issue. I, too, agree we don't want license plates about everything in the planet, but this is one that's going to try to help address a problem that's come to play because the issue of women's reproductive health is a football in the political ideologies that seem to be controlling the world today. And with that, I would ask for your aye vote, and I do have witnesses here to testify.
Please state your name and who you represent, please.
My name is Rebecca Griffin. I'm the Associate Director of California Programs for NARAL Pro-Choice California. I thank you to the Chair and members. We're proud to be here as sponsors of SB 309. As Senator Jackson indicated, every day in the news we're getting harsh reminders of how reproductive freedom is under attack right now. And there's a lot of uncertainty for patients. Planned Parenthood saw a 900% increase in appointments for birth control. The demand for IUDs have skyrocketed because people are afraid they're not going to be able to access health care. The California Trust Women's License Plate is a way to open up a new revenue stream and also a statement of values in the face of these anti-choice attacks. I've been lucky enough to be out at events talking about this campaign, and people are really excited about the opportunity to channel their energy in the fight for reproductive freedom into this license plate and to become only the second state in the country to have a pro-choice license plate, while there are 29 that have anti-choice license plates. So this is a great way for California to really be a leader and affirm our support for reproductive freedom. And so I respectfully urge your aye vote. Thank you.
Any members of the public that would like to testify in opposition to the author's bill?
Thank you, Chair and members. My name is Greg Burt. I work for the California Family Council, and I'm here on behalf of tens and thousands of pro-life Californians, allied organizations, and over 2,000 churches across the state. It has now been 44 years since the U.S. Supreme Court declared abortion to be a constitutional right, but the controversial nature of this decision still rages. Fundamentally, there is something in the conscience of the American soul that realizes abortion violates one of the founding values of this nation, equality. Thomas Jefferson's words in the Declaration of Independence still ring as true today as they did when they were first penned over 2 centuries ago. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If each human being is created equal, then no person or government has the right to take away someone else's right to life without due process of law. unborn human beings deserve the same right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as everyone else. Abortion violates this principle, and just like the dehumanizing institution of slavery, it deserves to be abolished. In light of this truth, California should not be celebrating the ending of innocent children who have never had the opportunity to experience the liberty our country still believes in. California Family Council respectfully and strongly opposes SB 309. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Any members of the committee that would like to have questions of the author or share concerns?
We've seen several measures through this committee before. We worked last year on a "In God We Trust," which is the national motto, and had to take tons of amendments on that. A point well taken. There's 29 other states with different stuff. My question is, what I'm really trying to look at is what is equal and fair for everybody here. And what I see before me is we have, you guys want a license plate, but would you also be willing to support a Choose Life license plate if that was in front of us today? I mean, that's my real question, I think.
Thank you for the question. And as a Purple Heart recipient, I think you should be very honored to have that license plate. This is a license plate that reflects the values of the state of California. And you don't have to get one if you don't want one. It just means that if you do want one, if you do believe that you want to be able to assist in helping to fund a program that is at risk, that does serve 1.1 million Californians annually, then you can buy this license plate. If you don't want to buy it, I'm not going to get into a philosophical issue other than to say the whole issue of equality. We know that women, many women, most women in this state believe that without the right to make our own reproductive decisions, we will never have equality. As far as slavery, women who have unwanted pregnancies and aren't allowed to make those decisions are somewhat enslaved themselves to have to carry to birth fetuses that they did not want, for whatever reason. And so for 44 years, we have followed the United States principles under Roe. They have limitations, of course. The state of California, though, has been a strongly pro-choice state, and that is the reason for this license plate. Understand your concern, sir, but this is a pro-choice state, and that's the reason for the license plate.